What if I told you that you could fix 95% of your problems with just one simple thing? Yes, it's me, back at my humble abode of a park bench in the middle of an empty park. But I'm redoing this video because on the first one, part one of this 4 agreements, I had horrible energy. So here we go, new and reloaded, the Matrix reloaded, if you will. No copyrights, please. Anyways, what if I told you that you could fix 95% of your problems with just doing one simple thing? Well, you indeed can. And if you've read the 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, you would actually know that. Hold on a second. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Now, you would think that it's some normal self-help book, but it's not just a normal self-help book, and it is a self-help book, and you can see how thin it is. So if you actually want to read the full thing, because I'm going to paraphrase this entirety of it, I'm going to leave a link in the comments below, or it's going to be in a pinned comment or link in the description. I apologize. Had too much coffee this morning. Anyways, so in this book, Don Miguel Ruiz goes over that we make agreements our entire life, whether it's with friends, family, the government, even just how space and time works around us. We have made all these agreements, and that's how we have navigated our world. That's how we've been brought into the world to understand how things work. And we, like, for example, we agree that the trees stand up. They don't stand down, right? Or the sky is blue. He says, end of the day, the only agreements that matter are the ones that we make with ourselves. And if you make 4 simple agreements, then you will find yourself no longer in hell, where most of us put ourselves, but in heaven. And you will be in heaven while surrounded by the hell. And I'm really heavily paraphrasing on this, and which is why I suggest to read the actual book. So, agreement number 1, numero uno, is be impeccable with your word. Now, he says that, and I've said this before too, is words are spells. Spells are magic. And your word is magic, and it's a very powerful thing. So you need to use your word impeccably. And what I mean by that is that you shouldn't talk bad about yourself or about other people. As an example, if I told you that you were stupid and you believed it, that is me casting a dark spell on you, like bad magic on you. In that way, because if you believe it and you internalize it, then you will go through your life believing that you are stupid, which is not the case. It's just me projecting something onto you, and you will keep yourself trapped in that until you drop that belief of you being stupid. And obviously it doesn't happen overnight. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that a lot of things take time. This is a way of self-improving, so it takes time. You can't just I'm done, I'm better. But the point is, your words have power, and your internal dialogue does too. So you should be using your internal dialogue to tell yourself that you can do everything. And on a personal experience, I used to have the worst internal dialogue. I used to have the most self-doubt, and I literally put myself in hell, quote unquote, and made myself a worse person, because I told myself that I couldn't do anything, when in fact, not to toot my own horn, but I am one of the most capable people I know. I've done a lot of things. Like, just as an example, I lived in Ecuador for 3 months. Like, if you asked me back then, 10 plus years ago, if I was going to do that, I'd be like, no, it'd be nice, it'd be cool, you know, the best version of me would do it. Well, that was me. I did that, and not even at my best version of myself. So stop telling yourself what you can and can't do. And that's what he says, being impeccable with your word. And I'm going to put that a little bit further, is that not only spiritually and just physically, the way you talk about yourself and about your others, but be impeccable with your word on a real note, with what you say. Like, don't be a liar. Tony Montana said it best. I only have 2 things in this world, my balls and my word, and I don't break them. And that actually stuck with me, is you have to be a man, or a person for that matter, of your word. And if you're not, honestly, to me, you're not a man, and you're like worthless as a person. Like, just think of it as this example is, if you kept on you talk to someone, right, and they kept on saying, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, don't worry, I got you. Months go by, and it doesn't happen, and they said that they were going to do it on the weekend of that week, are you going to trust that person to be able to do anything else ever again? Probably not. Like, granted, you should always trust someone as far as you could throw them, and I could throw some people pretty far, but others not. And just as that metaphor, but I've learned to trust people with certain things and other people with other things, and some people just not at all. But my point is that if you're not good with your word, and you break your promises, and you don't stand behind your word, you're not trustworthy. You're not seen as a genuine person. You're seen as a liar. And you don't want to be a liar and an ungenuine person. If call a spade, if that's what you are, then own up to it and change that fact. And it's going to be a long process for you to change it. But it's not what you should be. That's not what you want to be. You want to be a man of your word, and understand that obviously not everyone else is a man of their word, so you don't take everyone's word at face value, but you should strive at the very least for yourself to be that person. You never lie. You never steer anyone wrong with your words. You say something and you're going to do something, you stick to it, and if the circumstances don't allow you to stick to it, then you follow up and you make it better. You own up to the fact that you couldn't stick to it. You don't skirt away and be like, oh, you know, I was doing this and that. No, I'll get you, I promise. And it's like, no, you got to look them in the eye. Apologies. You got to look them in the eye and say, I apologize for what I did. I was wrong, and I'm going to do this to make it better if you will allow me to. That's ultimate respect, and I also feel like being impeccable with your word is a lot about respect. But anyways, guys, this one's carried on for long enough. It's going to be a beautiful day out once again. I want to enjoy it. On a random note, if you like foraging with trees and stuff, follow my other YouTube channel, Foraging with Friendin. Since it's spring, I'm getting that one reworked up again. And two, since I'm promoting here, if you like dystopian future books, thriller novels, I have a book called The Phoenix and the Flames. I'll also put a link of that in the description below. Obviously, it's a way for you to support this channel because I might or might not get monetized, who knows? And it's something to keep me able to make these videos while I'm also pursuing other things. I'm doing way too many things right now, running myself ragged, burning the candle at both ends because I'm making it in this world, and I'm impeccable with that word. So, long story short, my name is Brendan. This is The Lost Tribe. Hit that like button if you like this. Leave a comment if you want to comment on something. Hit that share button. Share this with other people you think would help. Please subscribe. Thank you very much. If I could get to those 1,000 subscribers, and I mean, first off, I want to make a difference in your life, and I hope that you subscribe just because you actually like the content. But two, obviously, I want to get to the point of monetization because I would love to help people as a profession. So, anyways, peace out, guys. Brendan, Lost Tribe. Enjoy your day. It's a Friday, and it's a beautiful Friday. Peace out.